So we are in Bern, and today I'm going to tell you about 10 top most interesting, most beautiful places to visit in Bern. Bern is de facto capital of Switzerland, well, sort of. It's the seat of Swiss government, buildings, that's true, but did you know that Switzerland actually doesn't have an official capital? Probably the only country that doesn't, but Switzerland is special in so many ways that too many to mention, I would say. But it's certainly one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Bern in German sounds like Bern, which actually, in translation, bears, or bear. The fact of the matter, city was named after a bear. Bear is just such a big deal that the coat of arms of Bern has a bear, and bears live in the downtown Bern to this day. More about that later. Bern was founded in 12th century by Berthold von Sachingen as a military post due to its very good strategic location between French-speaking Burgundians and German-speaking Alemanis. To this day, even though the official language of Bern is German, a lot of people here speak French. So back to the name of the city. As legend goes, the founder of the city announced that he would name the city after the next animal he caught, on a hunt presumably. So when he caught a bear, German Bern, just like that, the city's name became synonymous with bear. The Aar River is the heart of Bern. Its beautiful, crystal clear waters shape the city's life and its landscape. And first on our list, Bern Old Town, an absolute must, logically and naturally. Historical Old Town of Bern is actually UNESCO World Heritage Site. Bern's Old Town lies in the peninsula surrounded by stunningly beautiful Aar River. You can actually swim there in certain areas that are closed off pools where you could safely swim. It's connected throughout by several bridges, from most of which you can have truly spectacular view over the city's old town, so go back and forth, check out the views. When you're taking a stroll throughout Old Bern, pay attention to the street signs. You will notice that all of them are in different colors, predominantly yellow, green, white, and burgundy. The reasons behind it is actually historical. It's the remnant of Napoleonic times when the troops, mostly illiterate, were using these signs of different colors to navigate through the area. Bern is unquestionably one of my favorite cities. It will charm you as it charmed me, with its sandstone buildings, quaint alleys, and 6 kilometers of arcades where you will find anything from shops to restaurants to hotels, galleries, and museums. Place number 2. Not a place, but rather places, that's Bern Fountains. Bern is commonly known as the city of fountains for a good reason. There are more than 100 fountains here. Most of them are naturally located in the old town. Some of them are many centuries old, yet are as functional as ever, so built to last. The water from most of them is safe to drink. Bern is a home to some of the weirdest fountains you'll ever see. The weirdest of all, I would say, is Kindli Pressebrunnen, which is a statue depicting monster eating children from a bag. Nothing to add. It was probably used back in the day to scare kids into submission. It's definitely creepy, yet one of the most famous landmarks in whole of Switzerland. Place number 3 is definitely a must-see, the Zytglogge, perhaps the most famous landmark in the city of Bern. It's a medieval clock tower from early 13th century, so roughly 800-year-old clock tower. And throughout its long history, it has served as a guard tower, civic memorial, clock tower, and even a prison. Every hour, beautiful mechanical creatures come out to put on a little show. You would see rooster, fool, knight, and more, dancing and moving in very, very cool ways. Number 4, Bern Minster or Bern Cathedral, is located in the old town of Bern, is the tallest cathedral in Switzerland. Built in the Gothic style between years of 1421 and 1893, it took over 450 years to finish the cathedral. This perhaps is the most important building in Bern. In Middle Ages, there was very strong connection between politics and the church. Religious events were an important part of everyday life. Those who were of political power and importance often attended political gatherings in churches. In 15th century, Bern was the largest, most influential city-state north of the Alps. With its influence and political power, people wanted an adequate church to represent them. Hence, not surprisingly, in 1421, Bern commissioned the Bern Minster. Number 5, of course, the Parliament building. It is a symbol of Swiss democracy. We are in de facto capital after all. Outside the Parliament building, you will find the beautiful Bundesplatz, or Parliament Square. I love this square. It's full of fountains and flowers and people. It's a beautiful place to gather. Bern's Renaissance-style Bundeshaus, or Parliament building, stands on the edge of a very picturesque hill above the Aar River. The domed central part that you can see right now contains 2 main chambers for the Swiss Parliament and the National Council. In the east and the west wings are various federal agencies and very beautiful federal library. The best, most fascinating, most interesting part of all is that the entire place is open to visitors. Just like that. Access is slightly restricted when Parliament is in session, but like, duh, naturally, but still unbelievable. In how many countries are parliaments open to visitors just like that, not protected with barbed wire and snipers all over? It's Switzerland. If you walk through the building to the other side, you will find stunning views of Aar River below and Alps beyond. On a clear day at least, you will be amazed with how beautiful of a view you'll see. Number 6, the living symbol of Bern lives in Bern. Right there. There is a Bern Animal Bear Park, pretty much in the downtown Bern. Must visit attraction. Bear Pit, situated on the eastern edge of the old city of Bern. Here, free of charge, you can see the truest Berners, or the truest citizens of Bern, bears. After them, the city was named Bern, so who can be more Berner than them? Number 7, my absolute favorite park or garden in Bern, or maybe in the whole of Switzerland, is the Rose Garden of Bern. It's the most beautiful parks in Bern, maybe even in Switzerland, as I said, free of charge. Offers unrivaled view over the rooftops, the historical old town, the Bern Cathedral, everything we talked about, and the beautiful Aar River. All of that you can see by just going up to the Rose Garden. Would highly, highly recommend it. No matter the weather, the city is gonna look stunning. There is a restaurant there and many pavilions, places to have picnic, share it with squirrels potentially. So a lot of great things are waiting for you there. Originally cemetery, actually from 1765 to 1877, the area became a public park in 1913. It was redesigned to a public park in the late 1950s. It will absolutely enchant you with its blossoms pretty much any time of the year, naturally except winter, but in spring, summer and autumn it looks stunning with over 200 types of roses, 200 species of irises, azaleas and rhododendrons. There's also a large pond and picnic area with stunning view over the city. I cannot think of a better garden, even if I wanted to. Place number 8, an absolute must visit, Einstein and Historical Museum of Bern. Housed in 130-year-old gorgeous building designed in the style of 15th century castle. The building itself worth a visit, I believe. The Historical Museum of Bern combined with Einstein Museum together formed the second largest museum in Switzerland. On displays with over 500,000 objects, you will find anything from Stone Age to Celts to Romans to Middle Ages to Napoleonic era, all the way to 20th century. Most interesting would be the Alpine Stone Age burials and impressive 15th century Flemish tapestries with famous depictions that were made for King of Hungary. And number 9, for those of you fans of theory of relativity or fans of Einstein, science or physics in particular, Einstein used to live in Bern. There is a Einstein House Museum. If you don't have time for Einstein Museum, this would be a good alternative. Einstein used to live here from 1903 to 1905 with his wife Mileva Marek, and he used to work in Swiss Federal Institute of Intellectual Property. So this is the house. You can see it right now. So the top floors is the house of Einstein, and there you could see also written on the house that Albert Einstein used to live there. And you can even go and have Einstein beer, because on the first floor of the building there is a bar. Number 10, Bern Town Hall. I love that building. I love the square around the building. I love the church right next to the building, so it's definitely worth a visit. The town hall is located on the north side of Crum Street. It's a Gothic building built in early 15th century. Took more than 2 centuries for it to become a town hall. Today, it's the seat of the local cantonal government. It's used for dinners, receptions, and many events. It's a beautifully decorated building. On the small square right in front of the city hall, there is a banner bearer fountain, also worthy of your attention, and the church. The city is also magical in the evenings. I really enjoyed our walks. There are many pavilions where you can get food or drinks and enjoy the view over the city. I love the lights that they use in the summer. They're very pretty, this kind of French looking old style light bulbs type of lights, and I find it absolutely charming. So yeah, that would be all about Bern. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to put the like, and see you soon.